dmitrivalencia's channel.
As we welcome the month of May 2025, we're excited to bring you the latest update on the Cavite-Laguna Expressway. In this video, we'll highlight the progress made since our last comprehensive update, showcasing developments leading up to this month. Before moving forward, let's provide you with an update on the 3 remaining subsection projects of the Cavite-Laguna Expressway. Subsection 3 spans approximately 7.91 kilometers, connecting the Aguinaldo Interchange to Governor's Drive Interchange. Subsection 2 covers 9.79 kilometers, linking the Governor's Drive Interchange to the Open Canal Interchange. Subsection 1 stretches about 8.75 kilometers from the Open Canal Interchange to the Kawit Interchange. Within the Kawit Interchange, there is another connected project, the Cavite-Calax Link Expressway, commonly known as CCLINk. Spanning approximately 1.3 kilometers, this expressway serves as a vital link between Cavite and Laguna. We've gathered all the developments and observations from April to May in this video. Sit back, relax, and enjoy our presentation. The final portion of the Calax Interchange Bridge 4 has been successfully completed, with the elevated carriageway pouring finished. The section officially opened to motorists on April 30, 2025. The earth beneath the bridge will be excavated and removed to accommodate the future alignment of Calax. Contractors have begun earthworks in this area of Silang. Following the notice to proceed from government agencies, the right-of-way issue has been resolved, allowing work to commence. You can observe the cut works being carried out for the main alignment. For motorists traveling from Governor's Drive, this will serve as the exit to the Aguinaldo Interchange and Aguinaldo Highway. The exit is designed at a higher elevation, while the main carriageway remains at a lower level. Cut activities have now reached OB6A, allowing vehicles to pass through beneath the bridge. Notice the progress compared to our previous update? PCCP works have started in certain sections, and the entire alignment is now visibly taking shape in this area. Another diverted road in Langkaan is nearing completion and will soon be ready for use. This portion of Humayaw Interior Road has been temporarily rerouted while construction of the Langkaan underpass is still in progress. The existing road along the alignment is currently being removed. Here are personal impressions of the diverted road that utilizes the Langkaan underpass. The girder installation for Waterway Bridge 9 has commenced. This bridge is the last remaining incomplete structure in Subsection 3. Here, we've included footage of the girder installation for Waterway Bridge 9, the final incomplete bridge in Subsection 3. This structure consists of 3 spans and a total of 8 girders. If you are not interested in the girder installation process, feel free to skip this section during playback. Waterway Bridge 9 presents unique challenges due to its limited workspace. Positioned below the Ilang-Ilang River, a temporary access road was constructed to facilitate the girder installation. However, during heavy downpours, the stronger river currents occasionally cause the access road to be washed out. The girder fabrication, situated on a higher elevation, must be carefully transported down a steep slope. This adds another layer of complexity to the project, requiring precise planning and execution to ensure safety and efficiency. The river serves as a natural boundary dividing Langkaan in Dasmariñas, San Francisco in General Trias, and Casuyan in Silang, Cavite. contractors have taken steps to prioritize their workers' welfare by scheduling work during the cooler hours of the day, avoiding the intense heat of the summer. This thoughtful approach ensures better working conditions while maintaining productivity. Congratulations to the construction team. The girder installation for Waterway Bridge 9 was a resounding success. With this achievement, the girder installations for all bridges in Subsection 3 are officially complete. The focus will now shift to earthworks and paving to advance the project further. One day after completing the girder installation, most sections of WB9 now have the steel deck installed. Now, let's move on to explore the progress in the other areas of Subsection 3. The ramps of Overpass Bridge 4 are steadily taking shape, marking significant progress in the construction process. Clearing works in front of Wilcon along Governor's Drive have commenced. This area will serve as the entry and exit point for Governor's Drive Interchange. Now, we move on to Subsection 2. Take a look at the ongoing works in State Land 3, where the alignment will pass through. Right-of-way remains an issue in some sections. We now proceed to Sitio Maralas to review the ongoing work on the Calax Subsection 2 alignment. The median construction continues, and with just a bit more progress, the alignment will soon connect to the Amaya area. This section serves as the fabrication site for girders intended for the nearby bridges. Waterway Bridge 3 appears ready for girder installation, with the Liber crane now mobilized on site. Take a look at the latest progress on the Hari Dam. Sections of the Hari Dam have been covered with aggregates to accommodate the Calax alignment. The alignment is now technically connected to Navarro Road. Certain sections within the subdivision will be affected by the Calax alignment, though disruptions are expected to be minimal. We are now traveling along Open Canal Road, heading toward the Open Canal Interchange. As shown in this footage, the Open Canal Trumpet Interchange is beginning to take shape. The exit will be positioned on the opposite side of the river in the General Trias area. The interchange's entry and exit points will be positioned on the General Trias side. We now proceed to examine the main alignment leading towards Alapan Road. The right-of-way issue on this section has been resolved, and clearing operations are now underway. The alignment is now visibly connected to EB3. Before the end of April 2025, girder installations were successfully completed for two bridges in Subsection 1, Expressway Bridge 3 and Expressway Bridge 2. Here, the installation of girders for Expressway Bridge 3 is underway. Meanwhile, the girders for Expressway Bridge 2 are being fabricated right beside it. The installation along Alapan Road was completed in just one day, despite the intense heat. Here, we present the girder installation for Expressway Bridge 2 along Bukandala-Alapan Road. As seen here, the transportation of girders from Expressway Bridge 3 to Expressway Bridge 2 required a considerable distance. The dolly moved the girders along the Calax alignment, passing in front of the MPT hub. The process took 2 nights to complete. Expressway Bridge 2 consists of 8 girders, all of which are lifted using a single lever crane. Stop-and-go traffic was observed during the installation and securing of the girder. Now, we proceed to Toklong, Kawit to check on the latest progress. The girders being fabricated along the alignment are designated for the bridges planned here and at the Kawit Interchange. As observed, construction is underway for Expressway Bridge 1A. From this point, the Calax extension continues toward Gahak along Centennial Road. Houses are being demolished to clear the way for the alignment, with board pile activity set to commence soon. We will also feature the CCLINk Expressway, a 1.3-kilometer dual-lane expressway that will connect Calax to the Cavitex-Kawit Toll Plaza, enhancing accessibility and traffic flow in the area. Girders are being installed nearly every night, with all units transported to the site from Baras, Rizal. Thank you for watching our videos. This has been one of the longest update videos I've made for Calax. To the contractors, keep up the good work. Behind every towering structure and every mile of expressway stands the dedication and effort of countless laborers. Their unwavering commitment, skill, and perseverance bring these projects to life, shaping the infrastructure that moves our communities forward. To the workers on the ground, your hard work does not go unnoticed. Thank you for your tireless efforts in building the future, one beam, one girder, and one foundation at a time. Maraming salamat po.